each, both from frees, and the commentator is Marty Morrissey.
Aimed at Tony Boyle. And again, Glenn Ryan into the thick of the action. Going back to help out is Declan Kerrigan. It's hard hitting in the opening moments of this league semi-final. Jerry Curran trying to get there first. The breaks to Manus Boyle. And that's a good effort. Niall Connolly's kick out. Lovely feeling by Michael Gallagher. Places club football with civil service here in Dublin. The referee Seamus Pryor telling Kildare man just to cool matters down. Aimed at the full forward, knocked away Tony Boyle, unable to gather it even at the second attempt. Paddy O'Donoghue, a long serving Paddy O'Donoghue. Getting it down towards his forwards. An easy ball for Bill Six to gather. Dunhill man sweeping play over. Sean Bonner reading it well. And Donegal very much the dominant side as they go back into the attack. It breaks lovely to Michael Gallagher. Can he do something with it? As Kildare try to keep him out. The referee gives the free for dissent, brings it forward to the 20-metre line. So Killybegg's man, Manus Boyle, stretches Donegal's lead even further. Duncan Ely, again trying to find the target man, Tony Boyle. Bill Six gathering it, met with a hefty shoulder, referee waves play on. This is down to Martin Lynch, a man that's been making quite a reputation for himself in this season's league, and that's a marvellous ball. Out towards his centre half forward, Tom Harris, the man who scored the goal against Kerry last Sunday. Quickly taken, comes to Declan Kerrigan, back to Paul McLaughlin, on the left boot. Dropping in dangerously around the square, knocked away, and Donegal managed to get it out. Down towards Declan Bonner, Jerry Curran. Donegal using the free very quickly, and to their advantage. This is Michael Gallagher, bursting his way through, getting inside. Oh, to the right and wide. It was undoubtedly an opportunity, and really it should have been finished off. The long ball came in, it broke beautifully. In fact, it was Brian Murray that was coming through, and Murray managed to get inside the Kildare defence and took a shot, but look at that, just to the right and wide. Remember as well that Donegal are playing with a slight wind advantage in this first half. So Brian McAniff will be hoping that his side can put up a creditable score. Declan Bonner giving it to Jerry Curran, good running off the ball. Now can Curran do something with it? Still Jerry Curran, high and over the bar. The brother-in-law of RTE presenter Des Powell puts Donegal further ahead. Ball breaks down inside towards centre half back Martin Gavigan. Met with a fair shoulder by Tom Harris. Davy Dalton is playing a stormer at right corner back. Paul McLaughlin to Declan Kerrigan from Johnstown Bridge. Back to Paul McLaughlin. Nice scale by the corner forward. This is Sean McGovern from Athy. If the finish is good, it's a marvellous score, and it is indeed. Sean McGovern from Athy reduces Donegal's lead. Break so important, as Tom Harris proves. Gary Walsh watching it all the way. Giving out to his fullback Sean Bonner. To Kildare man. Eventually comes to Martin Lynch from Clay. The accountancy student at Loan. Finding it beautifully over the bar. Switches it it over to the far side. Tommy Ryan running after it. Sherman, the county of Donegal. Great play by Tommy Ryan. Glenn Ryan stayed with him. Donegal go for the goal ring, and they've got it. Tony Boyle, the scorer. Poor kick out by Niall Connolly. Comes inside to Tony Boyle. He must. He does. Tony Boyle from Donegal grabbed the opportunity. It's rather ironic because Niall Connolly, who doesn't actually play in goals with his club, was brought into the Kildare panel after Christmas because of his excellent kick-outs. But when the poor kick-out came, Tony Boyle grabbed it perfectly. It came straight to the Donegal full forward, and Niall Connolly really hadn't a chance. And Donegal, inspired by that goal, go in pursuit of further scores. Goal scorer Tony Boyle. Can he add on to his tally? It sails over the bar. A goal and 2 points credited to Tony Boyle. Martin Lynch, his side down by 6 points. Up all the way over the bar. Another great point by Martin Lynch. Great point by Martin Lynch. It was dropping in. Donegal defence didn't really know what to do, and it hopped gingerly over Gary Walsh's crossbar. Donegal get the free. Quickly down towards Tony Boyle. Doing well now to pull forward. Giving it out to Manus Boyle. Declan Bonner calling for it. Gone outside is Martin Shovlin. Half blocked by Paddy O'Donoghue. And it comes to Martin Lynch. Declan Kerrigan combining well with Tom Harris, half blocked down. It comes to Matt Gallagher. Michael Gallagher sending in another probing ball. Tony Boyle gone inside. He has it. It's got inside John Crofton. Outside to Tommy Ryan, and that's another point. Something as we approach the half-time whistle. Still Paul McLaughlin giving it inside to Charlie Gilroy. He's in the centre. Oh! Really, I thought it was going to be the back of the net, but Gilroy will have to be satisfied with a point. Paul McLaughlin did exceptionally good work here. He had the option. He finally used Charlie Gilroy, and just for a moment, as the Donegal men were in a slight bit of disarray, there was a prospect of a goal. Charlotte had to take a point. Paul McLaughlin finding his foot forward. Darren McKevitt not really catching it cleanly. Tom Harris knocking it down towards left-hand forward Johnny McDonald with the outside of his boot. That's a good point. That is an excellent point by Johnny McDonald. Referee Seamus Pryor of Leitrim blows the half-time whistle. Just remember that Kildare will have wind advantage in the second half. This league semi-final by no means over. Kildare trailing by 5 points at half-time, but playing with wind advantage in this second half. Paul McLaughlin again employing a roving role, and referee maintaining he had plenty of time to get rid of it. Matt Gallagher, John Crofton, Barry Cunningham there coming in to challenge. Good ball out towards Martin Lynch, sending it up towards Darren McKevitt. Gathers it eventually and loses out. Paul McLaughlin. Break comes to Sean McGovern. Paul McLaughlin looking for it. Sending one in. Charlie Gilroy underneath it. Tom Harris is waiting for the break. Instead it comes to Sean Bonner. Barry McGowan electing to use the boot to send it up the line. Manus Boyle, and eventually it goes out over the line. Ryan Murray giving it to his centre half forward Declan Bonner. Back to Murray. Martin Lynch. Eventually Davy Dalton gathers, sending it straight down the middle. Comes to Declan Kerrigan, aimed at Jarlath Gilroy. He's come way out to gather the break. Gilroy is fouled and a free for Kildare. Referee's attention has been drawn by the umpire to Paul McLaughlin, and Donegal left corner back there, Matt Gallagher. A little bit of arty-barty around the goal mouth as the ball drops in dangerously, hops in towards Gary Walsh. Survives the challenge of two Kildare forwards. Donegal go back into the attack. Martin Gavigan sending it straight down to his opposite number 3, John Crofton of Kildare, to Paul McLaughlin. Martin Lynch falling outside. This is midfield partner Sean McGovern having a go, and it's a successful one. Point number 2 for the veterinary surgeon from Athy. Kildare combining well. Martin Lynch looking for support. He came in the form of his midfield partner, and Sean McGovern electing to have a bash, and look at that, good point. Gary Walsh, his kick out. Gary Cunningham in there. Then Ryan pulling on it. Martin Sutherland in a race with Declan Kerrigan. The break comes to Sean McGovern. Martin Sutherland guilty of a foul, and Kildare go back into the attack. This is Sean McGovern taking it himself, using the wind to drop it in towards Jarlath Gilroy. Referee maintaining that the Donegal man was falling. Kildare corner forward, so an opportunity now for Kildare to reduce down Donegal's lead even more. Lieutenant in the Army, Paul McLaughlin, with his second point of this semi-final. That goal by Tony Boyle, the difference between the sides at that moment. Michael Gallagher to Tony Boyle. Good running by the Donegal full forward. John Crofton in pursuit, giving it back outside. That's a good effort and a good point as well. Manus Boyle, the scorer. Kick out. Plenty of Donegal men there. Michael Gallagher trying to find Manus Boyle at the far side. John Crofton judging it well. Has the time to send a long ball up towards Jarlath Gilroy. Nice nudge by Gilroy, but he got away with it. Now he's got inside. He's covered John Joe Doherty, and Jarlath looking for a little bit of help now. Declan Kerrigan is there. And that's a good point. Johnny McDonald, the scorer. The second point of this semi-final. So once again, that goal separating the sides. Barry McGowan pulling in it first time. It's Declan Bonner coming through. Barry Cunningham leaving it to Bonner. This is Barry Cunningham giving it outside. Tommy Ryan, and Kildare beginning to feel a little bit more confident now. And that's the Kildare ball. for dissent. The referee brings forward the sideline ball even further. Lynch in towards Jarlath Gilroy. Breaks to Sean Bonner. Almost intercepted by Johnny McDonald. It comes to Declan Bonner, the centre half forward, having to come way back. Well blocked by Johnny McDonald. It comes to Paul McLaughlin. Inside all alone is Tom Harris. He scored from there last Sunday. And a great save by Gary Walsh. And out for a 45. This time Gary Walsh was equal to Tom Harris's efforts. But Kildare playing with far more passion now. The break inside came to Tom Harris. Watch for Gary Walsh advancing. What a save. Great save by the Donegal custodian. Paul McLaughlin with the wind to his back. Loses his footing, comes to Tom Harris. From there he should be able to put it over. It's going high and it's over the bar. From the junior club called Rowan in the county of Kildare, Tom Harris. There's one thing you've got to say about Kildare. They've shown great character since Mick O'Dwyer took over. And there's character oozing out of this Kildare side. Glenn Ryan bursting his way forward. As Donegal rocked by the passion of Kildare. Still Glenn Ryan picked up. Michael Gallagher losing out. It comes instead to Jarlath Gilroy looking for help. Paul McLaughlin. Outside him is Johnny McDonald. This is McDonald in space. Half blocked down, well blocked down by Matt Gallagher. It comes to Martin Lynch. Oh, what a point! Yes, Kildare are on the way back. 3 points for Martin Lynch. The accountancy student in Athlone Regional Technical College is showing what a footballer this guy is. Point between the sides, and thankfully only 13 minutes gone in the second half. A rip-roaring contest, no doubt guaranteed for the patrons of Croke Park. Martin Gavigan getting it up past Tommy Ryan. The Ulster champions just 1 point in front. Bill Seck sticking to his task, but Tony Boyle picked the ball off the ground, and Kildare once again get their act together and go forward. Johnny McDonald knocking it down to Tom Harris. Paul McLaughlin is to his left. Johnny McDonald going through the middle. Aimed at McDonald, but well read by John Joe Doherty. Martin Gavigan at centre half back being tackled by Paul McLaughlin, being fouled by Paul McLaughlin, and a free out for Donegal. Sending it up towards Darren McKevitt. Well blocked and well done indeed by McKevitt. Bursting his way forward. And is fouled, and an opportunity to level the match. Paul McLaughlin. Substitute for Donegal, Pádraig Brogan, former Mayo star, scored 3 points last Sunday against Offaly, and Pádraig Brogan is in and going off. It looks like it's going to be Michael Gallagher, the Donegal midfielder, is gone. Michael Gallagher off and Pádraig Brogan in. An acknowledgement by Brian McAniff that his side are in trouble. This is Declan Perrigan sending it over towards Jarlath Gilroy. Running through like a tornado are 3 Kildare players. Gilroy looking for help, but he took too much out of it, and it's a free up for Donegal. Quickly taken. Comes down to Barry Cunningham. To Pádraig Brogan, getting his first touch. Brogan trying to get through. Sean McGovern going back to help out his defence, but between himself and Seamus Dowling, they fouled the Donegal man, and a free in for the Ulster champions. Declan Bonner, 2 points to his credit already. The 14th free of the second half, comes back off the post and goes wide. Still Donegal and Kildare are level. Niall Connolly dropping it into the middle. Comes to the right half back, Glenn Ryan. Up towards Charlotte Kilroy, just knocked away by the Donegal back Gallagher. This is Seamus Bonner, giving it down to Martin Gavigan from Ardra. Trying to create an opening, but John Crofton getting the better now of Tony Boyle, at least in that particular exchange. Quickly taken to Tom Harris. Switching it over towards Darragh McKevitt. He's done well since he's been moved to corner forward. McKevitt high! Oh, what a score! Kildare are 1 point ahead. What a comeback! But Dwyer's Army are on the march. Darragh McKevitt, he certainly has benefited from the move, but what a point from 45, 50 yards out, way over the bar. Down towards the centre half forward, Declan Bonner. Pádraig Brogan. Glenn Ryan chasing after him. Brogan going down in it. Half blocked by Glenn Ryan. John Crofton happy to get a boot to it. Bill Six knocking it down intelligently to Paul McLaughlin. Oh, this is great football by Kildare. Down towards Tom Harris. Trying to find his pull forward, but well cut out by Gavigan. And Martin Gavigan giving the quickly taken free to Barry Cunningham. This is Tony Boyle. Chasing after Miss Davy Dalton. Still Tony Boyle. The defender sticking to his task, and he's given the free. A questionable decision by the referee, I must say. I didn't really think that Davy Dalton had fouled the Donegal man. Boyle sending it over, and once again Donegal and Kildare are level. James McHugh is being introduced by Donegal, and the man who's going off is Martin Shovlin. Interesting positional switches by Brian McAniff. Can McHugh produce the goods? Tommy Ryan gone back to left half back in place of Shovlin. Brian McAniff has played 2 of his aces. Pádraig Brogan and James McHugh. Davy Dalton to Martin Lynch, giving it outside to Declan Kerrigan. Johnstown Bridge will be proud of him. Giving it down towards Charlotte Kilroy. The Athlone Regional Technical student giving it out to Darragh McKevitt. The PE student in Limerick Coleman College. Outside, Donegal trying to cool matters down. Brian Murray inside as Tommy Ryan is fouled by Glenn Ryan, and that's really the first foul and the first time that Glenn Ryan has committed, because he really has been playing great stuff at wing back. Brian Murray, Davy Dalton with Jerry Curran right beside him, but Curran falling the Kilcock man, and a free out for Kildare. Declan Kerrigan, Brian Murray that has it, and another free for Donegal. Jerry Curran hits off the referee, and he's going to have to give a throw ball. Martin Lynch and Brian Murray coming down to Pádraig Brogan with just 6 minutes left in this semi-final. This is Seamus Dowling. Fouled, and back come Kildare. Well judged by left cornerback Matt Gallagher. To Martin Gavigan again. John Crofton knocking it down to Seamus Dowling. It has to be said, while the Kildare full backline have been under pressure, they have dealt with everything quite well, really. This is Barry McGowan. Up towards Declan Bonner and Paddy O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue doing well. Giving it to Sean McGovern. Kildare playing for each other, supporting each other. But can they get the necessary score? Darragh McKevitt, it's a race for possession. Tommy Ryan going back to help out. Darragh McKevitt, superb play by McKevitt. That's great play. His clearance is not a good one. It comes to Sean Bonner. Martin Gavigan. Well called by Glenn Ryan. Paul McLaughlin underneath it. To Darragh McKevitt. Can he put it over? It's going to tail. Is it gone over? It is! I don't believe it, Darragh McKevitt. His second point of the afternoon. And Kildare are 1 point in front. Tony Boyle breaks beautifully to John Crofton, but Tony was fouled by Glenn Ryan, and a free up for the Ulster men. That is Boyle with the free, and he levelled the match. Oh, brilliantly cut by Martin Lynch. Oh, it looked like it was going over. What a catch! And they say high fielding has gone out of the game. No way, Jarlath Gilroy. Switching play over to this side, into space. Darragh McKevitt. Tom Harris is outside. McKevitt going for a shot, and Gary Walsh has it under control. Out to Matt Gallagher. Down to Jerry Curran. Just 5 seconds away from the final whistle, but we've had a few injuries, so injury time no doubt will be added on. Back to Lynch. Only moments away from history in Croke Park. Kildare on the verge of their first league final ever. And anywhere will do now. We are now in injury time. It's up to the referee, Tommy Ryan, adding to it, down to Barry Cunningham. Tommy Ryan going for the return. Can Donegal pull it out of the fire? Tripped by Paul McLaughlin, and a free. Tommy Ryan wanting to take it quickly. They need a point. Manus Boyle to take it. The referee looking at his watch. Almost 50 seconds into injury time. Manus Boyle to take the free. Outside the Kildare 45-metre line. It's high, dropping dangerously in. Martin Lynch couldn't hold on to it. Comes back out to Declan Bonner. Look at that! The army of Kildare! The caravan have saved the day. Down, the referee blows the whistle. It's all over. Kildare have done it. The fairy tale continues. What a performance! Darragh McKevitt, 2 most valuable points ever in the history of Kildare football. Mick O'Dwyer brought in on the September 9th, being surrounded by photographers. This is probably the best thing that's happened to Gaelic games in number of years. It shows what commitment and dedication can do in Gaelic football. The maestro of Kerry has brought magic to the Curragh of Kildare.
Mick, you've every reason to be jubilant. That was a terrific success.
Well, I suppose it was, Ger. We came back very well, you know. At one stage in the game, when we conceded that goal, I said, there goes 1976 in Páirc Uí Chaoimh again. I remember Paddy Mahoney kicked the ball out to Jimmy Barry Murphy and he put it back in the net. And I remember that we struggled right through that game. And with 5 minutes to go, we were 7 points behind in that game. That was the very first thing that ran through my brain at that stage. But I knew that this Kildare team have great resilience. And they're a great side to fight back. We have been behind in most of our games through this league. A thing we don't want to be. You know, a lot of people might be thinking that we just want to get behind and come from behind. Someday we're going to get in front and we'd be hoping we'd win from the front. But overall, it was a great game of football today. I think most enjoyable for neutrals especially who watched it. There was great old catching and great kicking in it. And We suppose in a way, Ger, we changed our game. On the first half we were playing it a bit short and we were hesitant on the ball. The second half we let the ball go, we hit in the long ball. Jack Charlton does a lot of that at the present time. We resorted to a bit of that in the second half and it paid dividends today.